Hi BookTube, it's Missy, and all of my stuff are going to fall down. Don't fall. Okay, today I'm here to share with you guys my mostly September book haul. Let's just call it the August-September book haul because I did purchase some of these books in August and then some of them in September. I also have a few t-shirts that I want to share with you guys and a little bit of makeup. So the first thing I want to talk about are the books that were sent to me by authors. So this one comes from Socially Acceptable. Now, I did a review on his Weatherman book ages ago. I want to say like my first year here on BookTube. I will leave the video up here if you would like to check it out. I think it goes on this side. I'm not sure. One of the sides, there'll be a little card popping up. And it talks about a man who wants to become a weatherman and his like adventure on becoming one. And the author of Socially Acceptable emailed me and asked me if I would like to review his latest works and share it with you guys. So the title is called, oh, it's the same guy too, that's funny. The title is called Self-Discovery, Entrepreneurship for the Cool Kids, ages 14 to adult, by Socially Acceptable. Creatively presented life skills, change from who you had to be to who you really are. I do really like his message that he talks about in his books, and the fact that it's very like almost comic book style, so it's very easy to read. This is about, trying to think of what the email said. Basically, it's a self-help guide to getting kids to be excited about what they want to do in life and how to get there. So for instance, this says, what if I have no one to support me? That's one of the topics. How do I deal with my parents or a friend of a significant other freaking out? Just life lessons, kind of like a self-help guide, but this is geared towards adolescents rather than adults. In the last one, I think the last one was actually YA as well. I could be wrong. Anywho, I'm going to read this and let you guys know what I think of it. I'll probably read it to my kids. Why is pain involved in new behavior? Why don't I feel like I'm getting anywhere? How will my state of mind improve while I'm on my journey? Pretty cool. I like it. Thank you so much for sending this to me. I will leave his name here. For some reason, I am blanking and I keep only saying Socially Acceptable. But I want to thank you again for sending me your book. The next one I got yesterday in the post. Now, I think I know who this is from, but I don't want to say it on camera because then if I'm wrong, I'll have to edit it out, and I've done that a lot. Thinking, oh, I know who this is from, and then I'm wrong, and then I feel awful because I've been talking for like 5 minutes about the person, and it's not them. So let's just take a peek and see. Okay, this is not who I thought it was from. I don't even know who this person is. It's called A Beautiful Place to Die by Samuel Bigglesworth. An exciting collection from a big-hearted and perceptive writer. Claire Fisher wrote that. Look how cute this is. A Beautiful Place to Die. Wow, do I love that title. A pensioner with advancing cancer is kicked out of her home with her dog. She doesn't want to die on the filthy city streets, so sets about finding a more beautiful place to rest her head. A lady sick of seeing people act coldly decides to help a homeless man. She later finds out he escaped from prison only 24 hours before. A Beautiful Place to Die is a heartwarming short story collection which will make you laugh and cry, plunging you into the minds of outsiders for all stripes, from 9 to 90 years old, and from settings as diverse as derelict warehouses and wild woodland. These stories highlight the beauty buried in the most unlikely of places. I can't remember if I spoke to an author or if this is unsolicited. I do like short stories. I'm looking forward to reading this. I don't like crying because I am a huge sap and everything makes me cry. So I'll give this a go and let you guys know. It is nice and short, which I'm happy about because, you know, I feel like a broken record. Back when I was small, big books were the best things. Now I just want to read small books because then I can get through a lot at one time. I know it's supposed to be quality versus quantity, but I want to get as many stories in my mind as possible. One story for a long time just doesn't feel worth it sometimes. All right, so those are the only 2 books that were sent to me by an author. So next we're going to go into the books, well, the rest of the books that I purchased myself. So we have here The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. This is by Washington Irving. I read this with Penelope, was it last year or the year before? I cannot remember for the life of me. I love these books. I love them. They are so cool. Anyways, the teacher that I work with, Mrs. Flodine, she had this in her library, and I was, you know, putting them all in order alphabetically and everything, and I was like, oh my gosh, I collect these books and I don't have Sleepy Hollow. And she said to take it. And I said, are you sure? And she goes, of course. So I didn't ask twice. I just took it and put it in my bag because seriously, I love these edition of the classics for the kids because they're fully illustrated. They're not as bulky as the hardcovers, and they're longer. You know what I mean? Like they don't feel as childish as the white ones. I'll show you a picture here of what I'm talking about. I used to have all of these, and I started slowly giving them away. So yay to Sleepy Hollow. I might reread that for Halloween next month, maybe to my children. Okay, next I'm going to go over all of my thrift book buys, and then I'll get to my dollar books. So this is Aerie, I think I'm saying it correctly, by wow, moron, not by Magonia. That is the first book. This is by Maria Davana Headley. And before, when I first showed you guys this book, it came in a paperback and it was an ARC, and I was kind of bummed out by that, and I told Thrift Books that I received the wrong edition, and so they sent me this one, which is a nice hardcover. The only downside to this one was it was a library edition, so we have the stamps all over the place, and I had to take the plastic off, but the plastic was glued. I don't know if you can see that because of the lighting, but it was glued on there, so now I have this ugly paper line, but I'll live. Otherwise, it's in perfect condition. So this is the sequel to Magonia, about a girl who finds out that she is a bird person. Fascinating. I loved it, so can't wait to read that one. This one I had to open up to make sure that I got all my packages, and so, but after that I forgot what I ordered. This one was because they were having like a 15% off sale for, I think it was Memorial Day weekend. No. Yes. I don't remember. I bought this while I was on vacation, so that's how long ago I purchased it. All right, and I bought The Disappearances at Devil's Rock by Paul Tremblay. Paul Tremblay wrote A Head Full of Ghosts, which I thought was awesome. Super excited to read this one. I don't know what it's about. I'm going to go into it blindly because I like Paul Tremblay. And a lot of the times, an author will continue writing around the same kind of genre, and so I'm usually guaranteed to like another book by them, unless of course it's like Mindy McGinnis, where she first wrote what is it, Not a Drop to Drink, which is a dystopian, and then she wrote the Something So Discreet. What was it called? A Madness So Discreet, which was more of like a mystery, and then she wrote A Species of a Woman or something to that effect, which is a contemporary. So she jumps all around in genres, and so I tend to look to make sure the genre is the same from the author, and then if it's a horror, thriller, mystery, suspense, I'll buy a book from them. If it's a different genre, I'm usually hesitant on whether or not I want to read it or purchase it, because I don't want to buy a book that I'm pretty sure I'm not going to like. Does that make sense? Yeah. So anyways, that was the only one I opened. Okay. So the next one I have here, I don't know what's inside it at all. But thrift books, I have coupons every once in a while. If you purchase, I think it's like $50 worth of books over time, then you get $5 off of books. And so, and that coupon, which I was super dumb and thought that it like expired within a day or a week or something. Someone had to tell me, hello, look at the year. So when they give you a coupon from thrift books, it lasts an entire year. And me as a big dummy kept using it right away. This time around, I knew what I was doing. And so I did wait until there was a sale, and then I used my coupon. Like I said, I don't know what's in this package. So let's see. What did I buy? Oh, yeah! I bought The Hollow Girl by Hilary Monahan. So Hilary Monahan is the same author that wrote the Mary the Summoning, the Bloody Mary duology. Let me tell you, I am planning on making a horror video for next month. Maybe I'll make it at the end of this month so you guys are prepared for next month. But the best Bloody Mary retelling that I have read so far is by Hilary Monahan. We have Mary Unsummoning and then Mary Unleashed. It is so scary. It's wonderful. And so when I found out that she was going to have another book coming out, I immediately put it on my wish list, and then of course I purchased it through thrift books because it was under $4. And if you pay $10 worth of books on thrift books, you get free shipping. So it says, "Hell hath no fury like a woman wronged." Yep. And this looks like a witch. What do you think? You think so? Fingers for touch, an eye for sight, a nose to smell the air, teeth for taste, an ear for sound, some blood, some skin, some hair. And if taking my due kills the boys, she eyed me slyly, would you care? I cannot wait. I wish this book wasn't hideous, but it is. It is definitely hideous on the outside. And there are no pictures, but no, the transition or the chapter heads aren't that pretty to look at either. But I'm super pumped for this. This is definitely going on my October reads list because it's Hilary Monahan and I love her. All right, the next set of books I purchased 2 weeks ago, I think. And again, I was having an itch to buy books, which I'm sure we have all had at one point in our lives, where we're just sitting there doing nothing, and we're like, oh, I don't have enough books. I forgot I didn't have enough books, so I need to buy more books. And of course I said this out loud, and my husband laughed and said, "What are you talking about?" And I said, "What? What are we talking about?" All right, so, oh yes. Oh, yes. Okay, these are going towards my October reads. I was looking up horror. Ooh, I love this book. Oh my gosh, look at. You know ASMR? ASMR. It's sound, right? There should be one for touch, or just this feeling makes me so warm. Like I don't know what it is. This and the sound of like crunching snow, like stepping in snow. Beautiful. I'm going on a tangent. So I was looking up haunted house books that I could add to my list for October. And this one was on one of the lists that I looked at. And it says American Ghost, the true story of a family's haunted past. This is by Hannah Nordhaus, and I believe this might be not the same person that I thought. I don't think so. Okay, one of the books that I bought has to do with that, you know, famous paranormal couple. I don't think this is it, but this is supposedly a true story. So this is a nonfiction. The dark-eyed woman in the long black gown was first seen in the 1970s standing near a fireplace. She was sad and translucent, present and absent at once. Strange things began to happen in the Santa Fe Hotel where she was seen. Gas fireplaces turned off and on without anyone touching a switch. So is this short stories? I think, ooh, Aura of Sadness, A Dress of Black Satin, The Prairie Ocean, Good Time Town. There are 31 stories in here. True stories, I believe. American Ghost. A true story of a family's haunted past. I'm lying. I don't know what this is about. I keep thinking that this is a collection of true ghost stories, but maybe this is just 31 chapters of the same ghost story. We will see. If you've read this, let me know down below. I'm super excited to read a whole bunch of haunted house books this October. And then the rest of my packages, or the rest of my books, because they shoved it all in one bag, which is nice. Sometimes I have to wait forever because all of my books come from different cities and they don't come all at the same time, so it's a bummer when I can't look at them all at once. I bought these not that long ago, probably last week. So having them all come in is really cool. Okay, the next book that I bought is I'm Looking Through You. I think this is another nonfiction. Growing Up Haunted. Yeah, it is. A memoir. Jennifer Finney Boylan. Oh, cool. This book ranks right up there with Mary Karr's The Liars Club and Tobias Wolff's This Boy's Life as one of the finest literary memoirs of the last several decades. Really? That's some small writing. Good Lord. I do hope it reads well. Alright, so if you've read this book, let me know down below. It's kind of a bummer that someone bought this at half price for $1 and then sold it to me for $4.19. Oh well. Such is life. The next one I bought is This House is Haunted by John Boyne. I've had this on my Amazon wish list for years and I never picked it up. This is in absolute perfect condition. Ooh, I love it when they come that way. I have a couple other books by him. I have Seance. Is Seance by John Boyne as well? I can't remember. Anyways, can't wait to read this. This is another haunted house book. And the last one, I don't believe I knew that it was going to be a mass market paperback, but I'm kind of not caring because I'm starting to slowly become accustomed to horror novels in mass market paperback and appreciating their small stature. Okay, so this is called The Entity, and I know this is a movie because it says it is now a motion picture, but this is by Frank de Felida. I've never seen the movie. This is a terrifying novel based on a real-life case of a woman preyed upon by a spectral rapist. Ravaged night after night against her will, beyond her understanding, violated by an enemy against whom there was no weapon. So is the entity a succubus? Or a succubus is a woman. What would a male sexual demon be called? I don't know. Beyond physical reality, beyond ecstasy and pain, to a dark netherworld of psychosexual truth. Have you guys seen this movie? Have you read this book? Let me know down below what you thought of this. I didn't know it was about, like, raping demons, but I'm hoping it's not too gruesome because that's kind of bad. All right. Let's see what else. Okay, So we're down to, those were all my thrift books. We're down to, well, shoot. I was going to talk about my dollar books, but I guess I can't yet. Because if you guys follow me on Instagram, I showed you a picture the other day on Saturday, we really quickly went to Book Off for my son because I was looking for some classics that he could use for school. And I found Strange Weather by Joe Hill. This was $5.50. As you can see, it's a signed first edition. There's his signature, Joe Hill. I'm so excited. So far, I have read all of the Lock and Key graphic novel series by Joe Hill. I read Horns, which I liked. I read Nosferatu or Nosferatu, depending on whether you live in the UK or the United States. I thought that was phenomenal. I absolutely loved Charlie Manx and all of the characters in that one. I do own a heart-shaped box. I started 20th Century Ghosts last Halloween with Penelope. We do need to finish that one. And now I have Strange Weather. So I do own this one and Fireman that I still need to read. So hopefully one of these will be, or a heart-shaped box, will be in the October reads. This one is a collection of short stories. I think there's only 4 short stories in this one. Let me double check. Oh, look at, it's got some great illustrations for the title pages. Ooh, I love it. I think there's 4. Anywho, I don't want to peek at any more cool pictures. So there's that one. Have you guys read this one? Let me know down below. All right, on to, this time for reals, on to my dollar books. So we have here The Gift of Darkness by V.M. Giambanco. This is a powerful, it says, powerful Giambanco keeps the suspenseful plot moving with the assured pacing of the film editor that she is. So she's a film editor. But this is what caught me in the library bookstore when I purchased it. It says here, and this is a debut novel, by the way, 25 years ago, in the woods near the river, Ho River, in rural Washington state, 3 boys were kidnapped. 2 of the kids were found and returned home, but the third disappeared without a trace. It says here, in a modern-day suburban home near Seattle, a family of 4 is found brutally murdered in a shocking crime scene. The words 13 days scratched near their lifeless bodies. The police have a promising suspect in their sights, but homicide detective Alice Madison believes there is a different connection to the decades-old Ho River case. Now, what caught me and what made me want to pick up this book is that it said that there was 13 scratched near the dead bodies. So is that like the killer's, you know, thing that he does? His like calling card is to scratch 13? Or whoever was in the vicinity, they have 13 days before they die? I don't know. But this is in excellent condition. I love that people take such good care of their books and then they give them away, because I believe doing the same thing. You read a book, you're not the kind of person to keep a book, so you give it away, and then I appreciate them and keep them for myself. So thank you, member of society who decided to give this to my local library, because now I get to have it. Looking forward to it. I'm so excited. All right. And then we have 3 books that I purchased today for $1. I have The Knowing by Shannon Cameron. I do own The Forgetting, which is the first book. And The Forgetting is about I was going to tell you, but that's a different book. The book I was going to talk about was The Lie Tree. That's a completely different book. I forgot what The Forgetting was. Isn't that just ironic? Anyways, this is The Knowing, so I should know what this is, but I don't. But this is the sequel. It is an ARC, which is a kind of a bummer drag, but it's in wonderful condition, And what if I don't even like the first one? Giving this one away is not going to be a big deal, right? So there's that. And lastly, I found the sequels to a book that I really enjoyed a few years back. So I have here Map of Fates by Maggie Hall and Ends of the World by Maggie Hall. So the first book that she wrote in this series is called The Conspiracy of Us, which is about a girl who has been living with her mom, but they've been kind of like, her mom says that she works for like Secret Service and that they have to move around a lot, and so she's never really been able to stay in one place for long enough to make friends. So one day she meets this boy, and the boy knows things about her more than she knows about herself, which is very strange. And I think her mom gets taken, and the boy then takes her and tells her, you know, I know things about you, blah, blah, blah. But what it boils down to is that this girl, her family is actually part of a secret society. And I think that their sole purpose, or what I can remember from the first book, is that they are supposed to be keeping the knowledge of the library from, oh, what's his face? Alexander the Great. His library, they're keeping it hidden so that the world, you know, doesn't know where it is. Otherwise, they would try to take over, maybe destroy these, you know, relics. So she finds out she's part of a secret society, but she's like she's like the last of her generation, the last person for that seat in the secret society, and so people don't want her filling it. For one, she doesn't know anything about this world, and two, there's, you know, jealousy and high rankings and so forth. So that's what this one's about. I haven't read Map of Fates or Ends of the World, so I'm definitely looking forward to both of these books, and to have them being $1 each is just super awesome, and they're so pretty. Look at how pretty. I love it. So yeah, those were all of my dollar finds. If you would like to stay for the makeup and t-shirts, I will show them to you now. Otherwise, I hope you are having a wonderful week. Let me know down below if you've read any of these books. All right, on to the makeup. So, Colourpop, I have a love-hate relationship with this company. I love it because everything is super cheap. I hate it because every week is a new sale. So I always feel like I have buyer's remorse. Like I'll buy a lipstick and it'll be $4.50 today in the sale, and then I'll find out that next week everything on the site is 30% off with free shipping. It's like, I could have saved $5 if I just waited, but I don't know. It's like a mystery. Like, oh, what sale are they going to have this week? Is it worth buying it now? Should I wait? I don't know. The ripping didn't work. What a bummer. Ugh. All right, let's open it from here. Okay, so I did buy, everything on the site was 25% off the week that I bought all this. So I have here 3 lip products and an eye product. I didn't know what else to buy. I've been wanting to try their under eye concealer, but I don't wear concealer enough, and the Shape Tape, everyone's been raving about the Shape Tape, but I'm old and I have really like dry, wrinkly under eyes, and so it just creases and like it's just too gross on me, so I don't like it. So I didn't buy it, but I haven't been doing my eyebrows in about a week because I keep meaning to film this video and I hadn't. Anyways, you guys don't care. This is their brow pencil. They come in a whole bunch of different shades. This is the pencil. They also have a pomade, kind of like a, you know, like a dip. Anyways, ooh, it is very fine. So you guys, again, can't see any of that. It is really tiny. There's no point. It's very flat. And then it does come with a spoolie. I hope this is my color. I think it'll be fine. Anyways, I also bought 2 Oh, what did I buy? Ultra Satin Lip Liquid Lipsticks. Oh, did I do this wrong? I might have done this wrong. I bought Alyssa. This is an Ultra Satin Lip. Maybe they're in the wrong boxes. I don't know. What makes me nervous is I never know my skin color. Like, obviously I'm white, right? But the tone of my skin color is different. So when I buy lipstick, I'm like, oh my gosh, is that going to be too like pink for my skin tone? I don't know. It looks really pink. Oof. All right, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I'll try it on my lips later. The next one, that was Alyssa. And then I also bought, oh, that's the gloss. I'll do this one. See, that one came in the wrong box, I think. I bought also another satin lip, and this is called Echo Park. This should be more of a brown. That's not bad. You can see that? So we have Alyssa, which is more of like a pinky mauve-y tone, and then we have Echo Park, which is kind of like a peachy brown. We'll see, we'll see. And then lastly, for the first time ever, I bought a lip gloss. I hate lip gloss. I'm hoping that this isn't going to be super sticky, because I have long hair and then my hair gets stuck to it. So there's the gloss. The gloss is called Aquarius. I love, let me fix my uber chapped lips. Let's see. Kind of smells like, no, I guess not. Nail polish is super strong. I was thinking of nail polish, but it's more of like a chemical-y smell than like, say, NYX, where it smells kind of like cupcakes or vanilla. So, not bad. It's actually the same color as my lips. So I picked a good color because sometimes I just want to put something on my lips, like after I put a lipstick on, a drying one, like a matte. So this should work. And it's not too sticky. I'm sure if it was windy, my hair got on it, it would stick. But overall, not bad. So again, let's go this way. Alyssa, Echo Park, and Aquarius. Do you guys like Colourpop? Let me know down below. Like I said, love-hate relationship. Oh, it's getting hot. Okay, the last, wow, I made that crooked. The last things that I want to share with you in this video, it's already been a million years, is my shirt. So I'm going to, I keep trying to hug you guys. Okay, let me make the camera go down so you can see first. So we have this shirt here. Can you see it? Can you see it? That is Harry Potter and Hagrid. And I'm not going to tell you what the mashup is. I want you guys to figure it out because I absolutely love this shirt. It is fantastic. Now, my favorite thing when it comes to graphic tees are mashups because you have to be wise enough to know what both of the movies are. So, let me know down below what you think that mashup is. The next shirts that I bought, and this is all from TeePublic. I will leave the link down below. I think when you first sign up, if you give them your email address, you can get 15% off. And they immediately start giving you more and more coupons. Like they had a 30% off sale the other day. The shirts are kind of pricey because they are like indie artists. So for instance, this shirt itself is not a softer material. This is just a normal everyday cotton. It's not as scratchy as like a Hanes shirt. It's softer than a Hanes shirt, but it is just your basic cotton. So this one here, this is reading is my superpower. I love this shirt. It's so funny. Isn't that great? And it is. It's my superpower. This too is just a regular cotton shirt. So regular cotton shirts go for $14, and when it was on sale, it was $10. So that was really cool. And then they have like a softer cotton. I don't know what it's called. Some kind of blend. polyester, cotton, and rayon. So they have like a blend that's more expensive. So if this is normally $14, or is this like $20? 22? I'll leave all the pricings down below. I know that some shirts are cheaper than others and they have sales going all the time. But then I have this one. This is for the Alliance. It's purple. And I play World of Warcraft. If you didn't know that, now you know. I am on Alliance. Horde sucks. Boo to Horde. I have one Horde character and I never play her. If you're Horde and you want to fight me, we can duel. Let me know down below. Alright, so yeah, I have my Alliance shirt. So that's 2. Again, these are kind of pricey shirts. The softer blend, the blended shirts are like $27. I swear I think these are like $22. And then I also bought 2 more softer shirts. So we have here this one. Now, if you guys know Wes Anderson, then you should know what this movie is. I am obsessed with this movie. Also, Budapest Hotel. The Grand Budapest Hotel. I don't own that movie yet, but I've watched it and I absolutely love it. So this says, this is an adventure. There's our jaguar shark. We have the red hat here, the guitar, the submarine. Oh look, and his running shoes. I'm surprised there's not a gun on here because all interns have to share one handgun. One of my guilds on World of Warcraft is interns with Glocks. I think that's pretty funny. And yeah. We also have here my last shirt that is a blend. And it says, I'm not addicted to reading. I just do it whenever I have time. Is that what it says? When I have time, like lunchtime, dinner time, this time, that time, all the time. Isn't that cute? These ones aren't on hangers because I wore them yesterday and the day before. I need to wash them. But anyways, I absolutely love these shirts. I get shirts from 3 different companies. Redbubble's really cool. Redbubble also, I'm not affiliated with any of these. These are just, I like graphic tees. So I do get stuff from Redbubble sometimes. But their shirts are pricey. And the majority of the time I get my shirts from Busted Tees, which is a little bit more cheaper, but they don't have a huge collection of shirts. Sometimes you'll go and then 2 months later you'll go and it's the same kind of shirts, like the same prints. And then I found this one which is called TeePublic, and you can type in literally anything. Say you like monsters, you just type in monsters and monsters will come out. All of these different kinds, either popular pop culture monsters or scary monsters, movie monsters, all of those different kinds that you can scroll through. This one I just typed in Harry Potter, but you could type in, you know, Labyrinth or soccer or anything, literally anything. For my, that's Steve Zissou. Life Aquatic. That's the title of the movie. I typed in Life Aquatic and I didn't get very many hits, and then I typed in Steve Zissou and I was able to find that shirt. So if you like graphic tees from movies or books or whatever, those 3 websites are really cool. I will leave them all down below. Just Redbubble and TeePublic are pretty pricey because they are like artists, like indie artists, and they have to, you know, have them sell them the print, and then they go and they get them put onto t-shirts. All right, I think that's it. A whole bunch of books, a little bit of makeup, and some t-shirts. That's all I've purchased. Oh my gosh, I lied. I also bought this month. Bare Minerals Matte Powder Foundation and the Kabuki brush that it comes with. I don't wear foundation. I never wear foundation. I just walk around with my age spots and my freckles and everything sticking out and the red, and I finally gave up and said I'm old. I need to start covering up the old. So I thought that this would work because liquid doesn't work on my skin. It just sits on my skin. It never goes in, no matter if I'm using a beauty blender or a brush, or even my fingers. I feel like it's always just sitting on top. This stuff's really cool. It blends in very well. I'm probably not doing it enough. It's super, what is it called? Light? Like, it's not full coverage, it's very light coverage, but I think you can build it up to make it medium to full if you keep packing it on, but I don't like that look. So I just do a little bit. I do the swirl tap thing, and I do it in spots, my forehead, my cheeks, my chin, my nose, and then I go out the door. And you can barely see it. It's just like if you were to take a pressed powder and just go like this and dance it on your face and be done with it. And it lasts all day. It doesn't break apart or anything. I do get a little shiny at the end, even though it says matte, but once I put it on, I'm very, very matte, if that's what you like, because I have like super disgusting oily skin. And yeah, I've been talking for seriously ever. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful day. So I hope you have a great rest of your week and weekend. And that is it. Let me know down below what you have read, if you've purchased anything from Colourpop, if you're interested in any of these shirts. What kind of shirt would you like? I'm still on the fence, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to buy. My next set of shirts is going to say, instead of the Incredibles, you know, the Disney Incredibles, it says the Inconceivables, you know, from Princess Bride, Inconceivable. And it has all of the people from the Princess Bride on the shirt. I think I'm going to buy that for me and my family, and we're going to walk around Disneyland with that shirt on because it's so funny. I really, really like it. Anyways, gosh, I love talking to you guys, and I'm just a motor mouth. Before I upload this video, I wanted to share a couple more things that I purchased this month. One of them being this cute little guy. I have kind of an obsession with squishies. Not this particular squishy, but just all stuffed animals. I always want them, but of course I'm 37 and I don't really need them. But there comes a time where I have to buy them, like Lotso. I needed him. He smells like strawberries. He's wonderful. He sits right next to me on my bed. I love him. Oh, he smells so good. And yeah, and so when I saw Squishmallows at Costco, I had to touch it, and when I touched it and I felt how squishy it was, and it's almost like memory foam, I knew that I needed to buy this. And this is a Pegasus, so it's got a mane. it's got little wings. You see the little wings? They're iridescent and purple, and I love it. Here's his little tail. And then, of course, I dyed my hair purple this month, and it totally matches with my Squishmallow. I was surprised that these were being sold at Costco for $9.99, because if you go to the Squishmallow website, they are about $30, and they're all very expensive. So they have really cute ones on their website, but like this one in particular was like $45 on eBay. I got one, my older son got another Pegasus, and then Keanu, my 11-year-old, got the owl, which when I went back to buy them, it was the only owl left in the entire box. So he was very lucky he was able to get the one he wanted, because Costco was only selling 4 different types: the Pegasus, the owl, a puppy, and a cat. And I was going to buy the cat at first, but they didn't have any more, and I'm glad I bought this one instead, because this is more my style. Anyways, I switched out my pillow because I love this so much. I actually just sleep on it every single night. So there is the latest little thing that I bought. I also purchased a book. I've never purchased anything from Cemetery Dance Publishing before. My friend Amy told me that they were selling a Josh Malerman book way back before summer started, and it was $30, and I wanted it because I love Josh Malerman. And so I thought, oh my gosh, I just bought Goblin from another publishing company, and it was $50. So to buy a Josh Malerman book for $30, of course I want it. And then
because I purchased a book from this company, they send me emails now. And I got an email last month, I think. It's still September, so August maybe, saying that at the end of September there was going to be a new Stephen King book edited by him, and I knew I needed that one as well. So this one was, I think, $20. Was it 20? No, it was $27.95. And then I paid $6.43 for shipping and handling. So it was about 30 bucks as well. This is an anthology of short stories, 17 Turbulent Tales. Yeah, I don't know if these like special editions are actually sold in stores, or if just this edition, like this book cover, is only being done by Cemetery Dance Publishing. But anyways, this is Flight or Fright, 17 Turbulent Tales, edited by Stephen King and Bev Vincent. I don't know who Bev Vincent is. But let's look underneath the dust jacket. Ooh, I love the gray. And I can't remember if this is a signed copy or not. No. I know the Josh Mallerman one that I spent $30 on is definitely a signed copy. Yeah, Cemetery Dance Publications. So, yeah, pretty cool. Can't wait to read it. I really, and of course, love Stephen King. And reading about flights in general is pretty freaky, especially since I will be going on an extremely long flight next year when I go to visit my sister in New Zealand. So, of course, I want to read up on this. I also just watched Passengers with Anne Hathaway, and I borrowed it from Netflix, and I had put it on my queue like a million years ago. And so I finally decided to, you know, put it on the top of the list and borrow it. And it was really good. It's very, well, I'm not going to give it away because there is a twist at the end. But it's about a plane crash with survivors, and Anne Hathaway is like a therapist for trauma patients, and so she's trying to get these passengers that survive, the survivors, to, you know, come to terms with what happened, to talk about it so they don't have any like PTSD or anything like that. Yeah, and then the story goes from there. I really, really liked it, and I can't wait to read this one. So, yeah, it's really nice. Ooh, look at that. Have you seen The Langoliers? That's one of my favorite short stories by Stephen King, and it also has to deal with planes. So there's that. And then the last thing that I bought 3 more books on Amazon, but it was Amazon Marketplace, so you know how you have to wait so many weeks to get them, which is very strange because all of them I purchased from World Books USA, so it should get here soon. But this is the only one that has arrived so far. I got this yesterday in the mail, and so let's open this up, shall we? Oh, it's got 2 books in it. Well, lovely. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, so the first one is Stephen King's Goes to the Movies, with new introductions from the #1 best-selling author. 5 short stories that became the classic films, including Shawshank Redemption. So I didn't know what this was before I purchased it, but I wanted it. And it's probably, now that I've read the little blurb, it's probably just, yeah. Huh. Okay. So these are books that turned into, or stories that turned into movies. So I just finished reading The Shawshank Redemption last month in my collection of short stories for different seasons. But this one also has 1408, which I love. It's got John Cusack in it. The Mangler, I haven't read that one yet. Hearts in Atlantis, I did watch that movie. Children of the Corn, I saw that forever ago. I still need to reread it because, well, not reread it. I need to read the book because the movie that I saw, I only saw one version of it, and like I was 8. And then it says my favorite 10 adaptations. So yeah, I think this is a little redundant for me since I already own all of the short story collections, but it came in the same print as my other books. So as you can see here, but look, this one is a trade paperback. So now I have Duma Key and this one that is the same size. So it's not a mass market paperback. It's a like a trade size, which is very strange. But it had the same font, and so of course I wanted to own it. And yeah, the cover's pretty cool. So if you are interested in this particular book, I will leave the link for this book down below. Alright, and then the second book that was in the package was The Bell Witch, An American Haunting by Brent Monahan. It's not bad. I mean, it's in good condition, but it's still a little wobbly. It says, the Bell Witch took up residence with John Bell's family in 1818. It was a cruel and noisy spirit giving to rapping and gnawing sounds before it found its voices. With these voices and its supernatural acts, the Bell Witch tormented the Bell family. This extraordinary book recounts the only documented case in the United States when a spirit actually caused a man's death. My TBR for September you have already seen, or not September, October, on Instagram. I haven't actually filmed it yet, but I would like to add a few more books. Of course, it's an extremely tentative October TBR, but this seems pretty short. It's only 191 pages, and it's a true story, so maybe it'll go fast. I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited. And yeah, that's it. So the 2 books. I do have one more coming in the mail. I don't know when it will arrive. If it comes, you know, today, then I will just add it to this video. Otherwise, I'll put it in another video. It doesn't matter. It is 8:23 in the morning. I just got this package from the mailbox yesterday, and I told you guys that this video was over, but also that if I got the package, I would include it in this video. So I am going to show you the last book that I purchased from the Amazon Marketplace. And after that, of course, I'm going to have an October book haul because I just can't stay away from buying books, and it's a blessing and a curse because I love books. Good Lord. The life of living in an apartment complex. Yeah, so I think it's a blessing and a curse because I love books, and also it takes up my life. Oh my gosh. So this book didn't even come with a dust jacket. Like, how disgusting. And it's got this black stain on it. It said it was going to come in, not, was it very good condition? I mean, I guess it's good, but there's no cover. So you don't even know what it is. Ew, and it smells like basement, which normally I like, but because of that black stain, it makes me feel weird. Anyways, this is the title of the book. It's called The Dark Spirit, Sinister Portraits from Celtic History by Bob Curran. I'm going to share with you the actual picture of the cover here and the reason why I bought it.
it's got illustrations in it. I don't know if this is going to be good or not. I saw it online and I thought, oh, this looks fun. Here's another illustration. Yeah, I thought it looked cool. So I bought it. If I don't like it, I'm going to try to pick up, you know, some of the stories this month in October and see if they're worth reading. Otherwise, I will just give it to you guys. But that is definitely it. No more going. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.